Hi, I'm Devin.
And I'm Lindsay with Osprey Packs, and this is your pack fit video.
So there are many things you want to think about before buying a pack and getting the right fit. Things like how long your trip's going to be, or maybe how much weight you're going to be putting in that pack. But the most important thing of all is finding the right fit. And to do that, we need to measure your torso to find it. So you can use one of these Osprey pack fitting tools that you might find at one of your local retailers that sell Osprey. But today, we're going to show you how to do this at home to find the right measurement. So it's going to be great to have either a partner or a friend to help you out. You're also going to want to have a tape measure. So the first thing we need to find is our belly button, right here. If we find our belly button and we trace a line straight across, we're going to find the top of our hip bones, our iliac crest. Now if we cup these with our hands, and I have you turn around, what you're going to find is that on the back here, you are going to be able to draw a perfect horizontal line straight across here to find our first fit indicator. That's the top of our hip bone. The next thing we want to do is find the C7 vertebrae. Now that's going to be on the neck. It is a bone that when you look at the floor, it'll actually protrude out. And if you turn your head side to side, it's fixed as well. So we know we've got the proper fit point there. I'll take the tape measure, and in inches, where those two thumbs intersect on the horizontal line, I'll go straight up. I'll have you look up. Actually, look at the trail for me, please. Perfect. And if I look to the side there and find that C7, we're looking at a 17-inch torso. So what pack size are you typically going to be?
I'm normally a small, so I'm 5'10" and normally wear a size medium or large in a shirt, but I'm a small because of my torso length for a pack size.
So it's a good thing to remember. It doesn't matter necessarily how tall you are or how short you are or what size clothes you wear. Pack fit and pack sizing is going to be completely independent of that. So measuring the top of the hips to C7 is going to give us that number. It's going to help us find the proper pack fit.
So now that we've gone through how to size yourself, we're going to walk through putting on a pack. So whether you're watching this video to learn about sizing and you haven't bought your pack, or you have a pack at home, go and grab it and walk through these steps with us. So first, you're going to want to put some weight in your packs, about 10 to 20 pounds, maybe with some pillows. Also, loosen all the webbings on the load lifters, harness, shoulder straps, and your hip belt buckle. Pick up your pack. I like to put mine on one knee when it's a little bit heavy, and then put it over one shoulder, and then the next. We're going to start with our hip belt buckle. Take the hip belt buckle, put it over your belly button. Your hip belt wing should be centered over that iliac crest that we talked about when we were measuring. Take both webbing straps, pull them across body evenly. We want our hip belt to be covering over those hip bones, but also we don't want it coming all the way to the buckle. That means you're topping out and the hip belt is going to be too large and it won't carry the weight appropriately on your hips. Next, we're going to tighten our shoulder straps. So grab the webbing at the end of your shoulder straps on both sides and pull them down and back evenly. You want to pull this to tension so you have a nice wrap around your shoulder. And if your shoulder strap is fitting you appropriately, it should end at the bottom underneath your armpit, or a good cue is if you come up the line of your pant, you can also see where the shoulder strap should end. After that, we're going to tighten our load lifters, or what I like to call sometimes load stabilizers. They shouldn't be lifting the load for you. To find those, move your hands up your harness. Find these two little pieces of webbing over each of your shoulders and pull those up and forward. A good indicator to look for is if this is angled at 45 degrees. If it's too flat or angled up too high, you might need to look at adjusting your pack or looking at another pack size. Next, we're going to buckle our sternum strap. Let's take a deep breath as we tighten it, again to tension. And that's going to be your perfect tension that you're going to need so you have comfort on the trail for when you're breathing and you're not over tightening it, but it's going to hold the pack in place and help keep the harness on your shoulders. One other indicator to look for that we haven't mentioned here as well for that torso length is that C7 vertebrae we talked about. We want about 2 inches between there and the pack, and that might be an indicator if you need to adjust that harness up or down for your torso length.
Okay, so now we've looked at how to measure a torso, we've looked at how to fit the pack, and we've gone through some tips and tricks about how to make sure that everything's fitting right. If you're finding you're still not getting that right pack fit, you may need to move to a different size or look for a pack that has some adjustment in the hip belt or in the shoulder harness. So thanks for watching today, and go out there and get a pack.